Eric, over to you.
Thank you, Chairman, members of the committee. Erich Haslehurst on behalf of the National Education Association, Rhode Island, here tonight in support of several bills. First, I'll start with 249 by Senator Sosnowski. This bill proposes meaningful and much-needed adjustments to the public retirement benefits that will improve the financial security of both current retirees and their surviving spouses or partners. There are three components to the bill. I'm only going to highlight one in the interest of time because I did submit written. I want to talk about the increase of the monthly minimum benefit for spouses, domestic partners, or former spouses receiving a survivor benefit. Doing some research on whether or not this was something that was feasible, we engaged in conversations with the Treasurer's Office, and we learned that the Teacher Survivor Benefit Plan is currently 192% funded, well above the actuarial benchmarks for solvency and sustainability. This suggests to us that the system is more than capable of absorbing this increase in minimum payments for survivors without jeopardizing the long-term health of the fund. However, we also learned that a pension impact statement would be necessary in order for us to move forward with that increase, and a letter would need to come from the chairman with approval from the Senate President to make sure that that could get done in a timely fashion. We're in strong support of the whole bill as presented, but I just wanted to highlight that one particular thing. Another bill that we're here to speak on is Senate Bill 257 by Senator Felag. He championed the bill for us last year. And not just, when I say us, I don't just mean NEARI, I mean labor in general. All of the unions came here in support of the bill that changed the final average salary from the average of 5 years to the average of 3 years. And in that process, we left out people who were retired between 2012 and 2024. And we believe that while we understand the reasoning behind it, it is unfair and those people deserve to be included, and we would like to see that happen. And we are very thankful to Senator Felag for putting that bill in. Not used to doing rapid fire, Chairman. Senate Bill 420 by Senator Basalian. This is the penalty reduction for early retirement. It makes it more predictable for those who are going to retire to understand what it is that they would be subjected to for a penalty. Some of the penalties are really harsh, kind of inhumane. We don't believe that this is going to, by doing this, that people are going to just suddenly decide that they all want to retire all at the same time. It just adds for predictability for those who may need to retire early, whether it is for personal reasons or physical reasons, health reasons, or the health of a loved one. The next bill I'd like to testify on is Senate Bill 450, commonly known as the Rule of 90, put in by Majority Leader Chacon. This legislation proposes long overdue and meaningful changes to the retirement eligibility requirements for public school teachers by allowing them to retire when their age plus years of service equals 90, regardless of whether they reach the current minimum age. This is what it used to be. It was taken away. It's something that we've been talking about for years and years. We need to move back to the Rule of 90 and away from the Rule of 95. It's been talked about as a giveaway. It's not a giveaway. It's the reinstatement of a promise, and we feel strongly that it is the right thing to do and it is the right time to do it. The bill put in by Chairwoman Gallo, S454, that allows for the school year to be credited as a full year for serving 135 days. Too often, teachers, especially those early in their careers, find themselves needing extended leave due to childbirth or serious illness, but have not yet accrued enough sick time to cover their absence. In many districts, new teachers are not eligible for participation in the sick leave bank, and even when there are sick banks available, paternal leave is frequently excluded from eligibility. This is a practical thing to do. It it is a humane thing to do, to say to people when you have to take time off to tend to your loved ones and to care for a newborn, that is valued. And often what happens is people are getting to the end of their career and find themselves having to come back to do makeup days in order to qualify for their pension, which disrupts not only their plans, but it really disrupts everything, and even the classrooms that they may have to enter into just because they have to meet a certain quota. And we think that this is a way to address that. Lastly, Senate Bill 659 by Senator Brito. This is the accrual bill that would change the accrual basis of years credited, a percentage of salary towards retirement. And one of the things that Senator Brito didn't mention to say, and I told him that I would, is for the first 20 years of your career, 1% of your salary would count towards your final pension. For the next 10 years, it would be 1.5%. For the 10 years after that, it would be 2%. And for the the 5 years after that, 2%, and then the 5 years after that, 3%. So the percentage rate does go up. And it just creates a fair pension system. It's a tool for retention. People will want to stay in their careers longer if they know that there is going to be light at the end of the tunnel and a good pension waiting for them when they do retire. So we're very thankful to him for putting that in. Chairman, I submitted written on all of these and in much longer form. So I thank you for your time.
Did you also want to talk on 1,000?
We are also here in support of 1,000. Thank you. I forgot about that one. I did not submit a letter on that one. It's very similar to the bill that I testified on that Senator Felag put in with the changing the final salary, adding those in from 2012 to 2024 by changing that final average salary from 5 years to 3 years. It also has the reinstatement of the COLA, which is a very important thing that we think needs to happen. It is a promise that was not kept, and it should be reinstated.
Eric, thank you very much. Questions or comments for Eric on any of the 7 bills? Eric, thank you very much.
Thank you, Chairman.
Well done. Well done.